Next video, we are going to make our animals into prefabs. So as we create our animals into prefabs, the first thing we need to know is if they're going to be walking towards us, they need to be turned around. So right now they're facing at us, and if they move, they're going to be moving away from the player. We need them to move towards the player, and we need them to start at the other end of the game and move this direction. So let's go ahead and start by rotating them around. So on the Y up here in the inspector, where it says Y rotation, so we had our positions, right? And we have our rotations. We're going to rotate them on the Y. So we're going to rotate them 180 degrees, turning them around. So go to each of the animals on the rotation on the Y, rotate them 180 degrees. And once you do that, then we should be good. So all three of those animals are rotated. You can move them around if you want to, separate them out. Again, it doesn't really matter because they're going to change when they get moved. So now they're facing the right direction, and we're going to actually start them off further away. So that is where they're going to start. We're going to then add the component of move forward. So on each of them, we're going to add move forward. So go to Do, move forward. Go to each one of yours and to add move forward. So we're going to add move forward to each of them. And let's see, so it has move forward, Do has move forward, chicken. Oh, so you didn't make it. So I always look to make sure it made it. And that has moved, and so then I'm going to go to dog, make sure dog has moved forward. So all three have moved forward. The other thing too now is they have a speed. So my Do might be a little bit slower, might be good at 10, maybe a little bit faster. Let's give that a 15. My chicken might be a 10, right? And my dog might be even faster. My dog can run faster. So I'm going to give that a 20. All right. So when they get going, they might have varying speeds. And one might be a little bit harder to catch than the other. All right. Now the next thing is I want to drag those into my prefab folder. So in my prefab folder, and I know this is kind of hard to do if you have a touchpad, so just take your time and let's just see if we can do this. Drag it down, drop it in your prefab. Drag it, drop it into your prefab, and make it the original prefab. So do one at a time. Do all three of yours one at a time and drop it onto your prefab folder. Choose the original prefab, and then get them all there. All right, so I have 4 things in my prefab folder. Yay! So you can then also, once they're in there and you have these running, then you can also then drag these onto your screen and just drop them, make sure that they're all working. And yes, they all work for me. All right, so that you making sure they all work, and yay. Okay, so we're going to do a couple different things here. We are going to do something else. Is like when I want to show you real quickly. In mine, when I have these, when I do mine, I want you to watch this lower part of my screen. When I actually ran this and I drag these onto my screen, you'll see that it created the copies of these, and they just stayed on my screen. They didn't go away. So every time I did this, they just ran off the screen. In reality, they are still running. Look at them. They're all just still there. They're going forever and ever and ever. They're going forever. They don't ever disappear. They don't go away. They're just still in my game. Look at that. They're still there. Bye bye, little animals. They don't go away until I stop the game. So we want to be able to destroy them when they leave the game, because in reality the food's going to be there as well. So I want to be able to, let me go and focus in on this game as well. So I have to focus. I want to make sure we destroy them when they leave the game. So we're going to create another script. So click on scripts and create a C# script for destroy out of bounds. I'm just going to call it just destroy. I'm not going to go through that whole name. You probably already have it, and you probably call it destroy out of bounds. That's all cool. I'm the world's worst speller. I'm just going to call it just destroy. And I'm going to just apply it to everything in the projectile. So, oh wait, no. Yeah, no. I'm gonna add it just to my food. So they call it projectile. I call it food. Okay, you probably called it projectile. So so it should be on my food. I should have destroy. Yeah, destroy. Okay, so we're gonna open that up, and we're just starting with just our food. So we're starting with just our food for it to make a little bit of sense. So I showed you the animals, but in reality, the food also did not get destroyed while it was still on the screen. So when you shoot the food, you could shoot a lot of foods and they were still on the screen. So they were still there. They were still there forever. Okay. So we want to make sure we get rid of the food as well as the animals. So the food's going to go, and we want to make sure that once it hits the top of the picture, which is like about 30, we want it to go away and be destroyed. So we're going to create a public or a private float. So we're not going to change this. So we're going to call it private because we don't need to change it in the game. That's usually when you make it public. So we're going to create a private float, and we're going to call it top boundaries or top bound. And we're going to make that equal to 30. So again, you probably, if you did this with Carl, you probably got this. And we're going to do another if statement. So if, and then do our ifs correctly. And so in our ifs, choosing the right one right here, we're going to transform. And if our top, this is our Z position, right? So if our transform position position dot Z is greater than our top bound, right? Then we're going to destroy the game object. So no matter what the game object is, we want to destroy it. And that's just really simple. It knows what a game object is. So whatever, we've called these game objects already, so we know what they are. So game objects, so we're going to say destroy the game object. Simple as that. We're going to destroy any game object that's outside of this, above 30, we want to destroy it. We're going to do the same thing for the lower game objects as well. We're going to do a bottom boundary as well. So while we're at this, and we're going to do a private float, and we're going to do a bottom, or you can do low, you can call it whatever you want to. We can call it bottom, I'm just call it bot bound, simple spelling bot bound, and call it -10. So anything that goes below -10, we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go and copy this and paste it, and realize it's still a Z. It's going to be a less than, and it's going to be a bot bound on mine. So you figure yours out, bot bound, and it's going to destroy the game object. So again, when something goes below the Z, and it's any game object, right? So game object is, we've created several game objects. So save this. So we got game objects that are, these are game objects. This is a game object. So these are all game objects. So we're going to go ahead and put this destroy on our chicken. I'm going to put on my game on all of these. So now when I hit play, and if I do this, you'll see that the food, you'll see it starts to get destroyed as I go, right? And so those are gone. Now the other thing too is when I actually drag my dog or my animals on here, they also will not stay. Like they get destroyed as soon as they hit that. So I can sit here and just watch that. You can see that those get destroyed. They're not sitting there lasting past that line, right? They just go away. So it's kind of nice. So they get destroyed. No longer this big heavy game. They're being destroyed. So that's kind of cool. That takes care of that. That ends lesson 2.2, which is cool if you got that far. And then the next thing we're going to do is randomize our animals. Let me go ahead and stop that video there. I think that was a pretty short one, but we'll stop it right there.